have all three Kenner Predators. So we have all three of them on the same backer. They have their names on here: Hive Wars Predator, Lava Planet Predator, and Nightstorm Predator. Ages 17 and up on here. I don't know if we can see that on there. I guess we got the cards on there pretty well. Let's see. Yeah. But yeah, pretty cool. I mean, really love the eyes on this guy. They're the green metallic. They went through and took NECA, their name there on the corner, and did it in the same style as Kenner. Then the backer cards on the back look just like the same design as the Kenner with the green and yellow, the figures on it, the green, everything on there. But nice they'd made like a, I can't remember if they had like the Kenner proof of purchase on these, like they did on the Star Wars figures, but that'd have been kind of cool if it was. I don't remember. I haven't looked at it. Now we have the loose ones with the package ones behind them, just the back showing. These figures are so awesome. I expected I was going to like the Lava Predator best out of all of them, but really it's really hard for me to decide. I mean, just looking at them just like this, I mean, the Hive Wars is so awesome with the great blue, the darker blue shading. He has this crazy scythe type weapon. He has some non-deployable claws on that arm there. He has bluish silver armor, plasma caster. I mean, the paint is just awesome on these guys. Just awesome. I can't say enough good things about these. The Lava Planet Predator, of course, is nice and translucent, which if I could look around really quickly, maybe I can find a flashlight, which I don't see one, doggone it. Awesome. Nice translucent figure there. Actually, I can't really tell. So much light on the front of these guys. There we go. That should show through pretty good. Yeah, really cool. Now, the original Lava Planet Predator didn't have as much black on him. It's just the way it was. It was a simpler toy line. But he looks really cool. Translucent weapon. Silver armor, which matches the old toy. And one thing they did, I think it's like a cost-saving measure or something like that, is his back has like no paint apps whatsoever. So the back half, devoid of paint apps aside from his dreadlocks there. So kind of a cheap out kind of thing. Kind of surprised NECA did that. I don't know. Hopefully it's not a... hopefully it's like a... I mean, it doesn't really matter to me. That's how he's going to get displayed anyway. But hopefully that's an error or a variant or something like that. But he still looks awesome. I think his claw deploys. I can't remember. Yeah, his actually does pop out a bit and does retract. He has his blazing sword, is what it says on the front of the packaging. Let me whip that around real quick. Verify it. Make sure I'm not making it up just because I got Voltron sitting up there. Yes, that's right. That's what it says. With blazing sword and over 25 points of articulation. So that's awesome. The Lava Planet Voltron Predator. And then last but not least, the Nightstorm Predator. And this guy is totally awesome. He has like an Egyptian kind of feel to him. A lot of great shading with the metallics and everything on there. Hopefully this guy gets in focus. But this guy is just off the freaking chain. And to top it all off, and I really wish all three of these guys did this. And let me bring his card up here so I can use it as a focusing backdrop there. Let's get this guy here first. Even close up. Is this guy's helmet is removable. And he looks just totally freaking awesome. It's like a nice purpley pink mouth thing going on there. Teeth well painted. Super shiny, slick paint. Cannot say enough good stuff about these guys. If it will focus, you can see a bunch of detail inside of his mask as well. And it just pops down like that. I just really wish the other two had the same feature. At least the Lava Predator. At least the Lava Predator. But alas, no. So that's just a quick look at these guys. And then let me break it down one by one. We'll go over articulation for each figure and all that other stuff. Alright, first up is the High Force Predator, and this guy is awesome. He's got great, brilliant blue Smurfy paint, a lot of nice black, shiny, glossy details on him and stuff. Non-retracting blades. Does have a nice seed scythe axe type weapon there. Articulated plasma caster. Gorgeous, gorgeous paint on this guy. Really solid standing figure. I did go ahead and get stands for these guys because I didn't want them falling over and stuff. Because I've had a couple of the classic Predators fall over, which is no problem with the classic and City Hunters because I've got a lot of extra parts from the first few that came out. I had some that broke and stuff, and so I just have a bag of parts. So if I lose a hand, break a hip joint, some stuff I can fix. But these guys I don't have extra parts for. I've got these in the cards, but I'm not trying to open those up. But yeah, this guy is freaking awesome. Nice green metallic eyes. Great reuse of the, I want to say the, is this the City? No. Yes, no, yes, no. No, that's the classic body, for the most part. So everything except for the feet, the arms on this one side. I'm not sure about his little thing there. Let me grab the other classic I got. This one's actually kind of wobbly. This has got the newer hips. The classic one does. This one has the older hips, which actually, for me, works better on this guy because he's not going to get any kind of dynamic poses. I'm not, you know, doing my multiples. They're all different kind of poses and stuff. I just have this one guy. He's going to be on this stand, and that's it. But yeah, I mean, the chest is the same. The belt is the same. Crotch piece is the same. As far as the outer part, he does have the V-cut. Make sure I'm not lying here. Oh, wait, no. Is he the newer one? Oh, he is the newer one. My bad. This one is the newer one. I think the other one's the V-cut, the Nightstorm. But anyway, the feet are the same. Looks like the calf armor, shin armor, rather, is different. Of course, you have different forearms. Shoulder armor is different. Its chest, of course, is the same. It's got the same plasma caster on there and everything. And the back, except for this part right here, the little back part on the waist is different. But yeah, I mean, this guy is freaking awesome. Go ahead and take his weapon out. We'll look at it real quick. Take his accessories off. He does have two grasping hands, I'll say. He has this nice silver and blue axe. Has another end down there. Has a can opener on it or something. Pretty cool. And then his plasma caster does come off just like the other one. Has like the little tab under there and the tab on the back, and you pull it out. Has a nice silver paint job with some metallic blue, I guess like highlights, almost making it like a blue steel gunmetal, blue gun steel, whatever it is, kind of effect. Now he has the same joints as the classic Predator, with the newer hips anyway. He has like the ball jointy head, which pops off. He does have the swivel ball hinge type shoulder, no bicep. He does have a swivel ball single point elbow and a swivelly, gets on a ball joint, but it's mainly a swivel wrist with a little bit of give in it. He does have a waist swivel, which I've only moved a couple of times. It's just a simple cut joint. He does have the newer style hips, so it has like the ball in there and everything. Double jointed knees, which moves just like the original Predator, and of course the little ball swivel feet down there. So yeah, what would I do different with him? Probably nothing. I mean, I would like to have had a removable helmet on this guy, but that's okay. On this one, his paint is awesome. I'd probably leave all of his gear on him just like I had him when I first brought him out. Yeah, so having a removable helmet on the one is great, but yeah, not necessarily on this guy. Really great. For this one, definitely, I definitely was going to give him a 9 out of 10. The only point really being that he does have two graspy hands. I'd like to see relaxed hands with that. And I think I would like to see a little bit different plasma caster, but that's okay. Yeah, but other than that, what did I say, 8.0? 9.0 is what I meant. 9.0 if I said 8.0 before. Yeah, he's awesome. Totally awesome. Do get a little bit of movement restriction there because of the giant gauntlet on his arm. He has a couple of big blades there you got to be careful of, but they're kind of soft. So, but totally awesome. So let's get on to the next predator. Alright, up next is the Lava Planet Predator, or the LPP. Yeah, you know me. Anyway, this guy's translucent, just like the original Kenner figure. Comes with this blazing sword, which is painted a metallic red. Hopefully it shows up really good. He's based on the City Hunter Predator, for the most part. He's got the same feet and shins, legs, chest, and upper arms. Looks like the forearms are different on this guy, of course. He has a specialized claw over on this side and a new head. Also, it looks like he has a new waist part there, which is pretty neat. But other than that, he's the same. He is missing the bigger part of the shoulder back armor there, and he has a plug-in right here for his little hydraulic lava line, whatever it is, for his extending claw there. And he has a different plasma caster, but of that, the armor is the same on the back and everything, and no paint, which is kind of sad. But I'm not even gonna knock off for that. I mean, I might. Half a point. What do you think? 9.5. All right, we'll start there. All right, so yeah, his head is translucent, and I'll show you some pictures on here too if I'm not showing it right now. But his head is excuse me. His head is translucent. And you can see his eyes there, which is pretty neat. So let's take a look at the blazing sword. Get that out of his hand. Now this one is, unlike the first one, oops, is missing a hand now. Blazing sword. The first one had two grasping hands. The Hivores Predator. Whereas this one has like a relaxed splayed hand and a grasping hand. Hopefully this shows up. He has a really cool blazing sword, super thin. I guess I can pull this for a stage. A little bit of detail there on the grip pommel area, pretty neat. Looks like almost some kind of bone or weird metallic bone influenced sculpture kind of thing on the pommel, or for a pommel. But pretty neat. It's kind of small, little machete. I don't know what you need a machete for on a lava planet, but if you needed one, I guess you ask this guy. Yeah, so he's got that. And he has his plasma caster, which is a little bit different there. I don't know if it's I don't have all the earlier Predators, and I haven't actually opened up all the Predators that I have yet, so this might be a recast. I'm sure it is, of somebody else's gun. But anyway, he's got a retracting lobster claw, lava claw there, whatever. Yet again, nothing on the back. Articulation, ball jointed head. He's got the same articulation as the City Hunter. Single point elbow, ball jointed wrist. He's got the sort of a ball waist thing going on there. He's got the ball hips, double jointed knees, which I'm keeping these guys super tight, so I'm not trying to flex them all over, and it's nice and clicky, and a nice ball swivel ankle there. So yeah, he's really good. I mean, this guy, compared to my poor most recent classic Jungle Hunter, I mean, this guy's hips are just coming apart. He has to have the stand. This guy's like solid. And I played with him equally about the same amount, so something with the quality control or the plastic or something in there. But this guy's pretty awesome. He's got the black on him. It's just like supposed to be, I think it says in his bio there. I'll try to put those up once I get done. But saying that the black stuff kind of like moves around, kind of like Rorschach's mask on Watchmen, you know. Or like you ever seen lava, it has like the black crust that kind of floats on there. So that's what it's supposed to do. But they totally let the black blank. So give it a 9.5, half a point for the back being off. The only thing else I can mark off for is half a point for a non-removable mask. He'd have been awesome with a removable mask. I don't know why they didn't do it. Let me try to pry it off. Okay, just double checking. Yeah, non-removable. So, but this looks pretty cool. It's a great little gimmick there with the way that the translucent being visible through the eyes. Great sculpt on all the new pieces. Great paint apps except for the back. So yeah, I'll go 9.0 with this guy. Really good job. So on to the last one. And finally, the Night Storm, also known as the Scarab Predator. This guy's totally cool. Has a removable helmet, which we'll look at first. Comes right off. Done really nice and all kinds of bronzy, somewhat tarnished looking, brassy kind of colors on there. Really neat. Has some light blue metallic eyes down there in the helmet. Inside is just gold with a little bit of a wash on there. And a lot of detail in there. He does come with his staff, which I can probably pop this out without taking his hand off like everybody else. Alright. He's got a nice skull there atop his staff. The same kind of washes and everything. Let me bring this up. I always know it's not going to be focusing. Bring this by the camera. Got the blunt end of his weapon down there. And all the detail on there. Has like a grip guard kind of thing. And has like a golden skull and spinal column vertebrae wrapped around it with a nice little unicorny spike there for the skull. Pretty cool. So that's nice. His blades, I don't think they move. Yeah, I guess they do a little bit. They do go up and extend, but not a lot. I mean, as big as they are, it's why bother? He does have articulated weapon. Now his armor and everything looks like it's based on the newer Predators from the Predators movies. Specifically the Falcon and or the, well, I know for sure the Berserker Predator. But I think the boots on this guy are Falconer. And then it's got new, I guess like calf, lower leg pieces here. New gauntlets. The chest armor and everything is sort of new. I mean, this side looks the same as the Berserker, but then it has this added pauldron. This is a little bit different. There's like an extra piece under here. You can see where there's a line right there. I don't know if you can really tell on the camera or not, but you can feel it. There's a piece tucked underneath this right here. So whereas the regular Berserker armor stops right there, this has a piece that continues out and it's kind of like layered. So it really blends in with the existing sculpt. This arm I know is the same as the Berserker. Same as the Plasma Caster, if I didn't say that already. And this guy has like the V-cut hips, which kind of sucks, but I don't know. Since I'm not going to be posing this guy, I don't really care so much. And it seems like the V sculpts give him a thinner look. And typically, in my experience anyway, a little bit tighter joints there in the hips compared to the ball socket. But yeah, he's really cool. So we get a close-up on his face there. Pretty neat. But yeah, level of colors and washes and dry brushings and everything they did with the paint apps on this guy. Just totally awesome. Really has like a spidery kind of Egyptian kind of look to him. Just love the color palette. He does have a ball jointed head. It's kind of hard to move because of the collar and just the head itself. Articulated Plasma Caster, of course. He does have a like the ball hinge type arms, but they're really hindered by the armor. He has a waist cut. It's not really a ball. If it is, it's really hindered by his waist garments. He does have the V cut, like I was saying earlier. Nice and crispy. You can see that right there. That's the only real issue I've had with this guy, is I've had his thigh armor slide off. I'm just going to tuck it back underneath there for whatever reason. He does have a single point knee. He does have a swivel down here. He does have like the boot, the rubbery boot thing going on that the Predators figure had with the swivel. So, but yeah, I mean, stands are pretty cool. These are the Kaiser stands. This is the 6.5 to 11 inch size stand. So if you want to get some more for this guy, the only thing really weird, not weird, but they're a little loose in the waist. So a little bit chunkier figure would probably benefit more, but it works pretty well with these guys. Not necessarily, you know, as good as it could, but it wasn't really made for these guys in mind. So knowing that, they're not bad. But yeah, I'm gonna give this guy. We'll go 9.5. I mean, half a point because I think the ball joint would have been expected on a newer figure, but it works with these for me because I'm not going to be posing them all over the place. I mean, he does get like bonus cred for the removable helmet and the cool staff. Now in the vintage line, this guy was a darker blue, I think, just a single color dark blue with like a goldish armor and a much simpler staff. And that was in the second series. But in the first series, this guy was like an olive drab and silver, and he had a removable helmet that was kind of crazy like this with the weird looking beetly jaws on the top there. So this is from like the second or third series. And I think that was was that the Scarab one? I can't remember. I have to look it up. You guys can look it up. In any case, all these guys are awesome. So, final verdict as a set, as a concept, as a mint in box display item, 10.0. Now each figure has its own high point, low points. If you're going to take them out and pose them. But other than that, there's no reason not to get these guys unless you're just not into Predators that much and not into the, I guess, 90s nostalgia. I've moved from the 80s into the 90s.